One of the most unforgettable times on the record, I was playing a guitar solo. It was a rather long guitar solo. I looked through the glass in the studio, and I could see Danger Mouse, and he was leaping into the air, almost as if in slow motion. And I don't know how he did that with his body. But the moment in my mind is in slow motion arc through the air, almost balletic. And there were tears of joy and kindness and ecstasy. And there was a look on his face that said,
I love you.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I knew it.
You can transform a cathedral into an outhouse. You can transform sugar into salt. You can spend all your time on these things, you know, but that's just the nature of it. Why am I talking so quiet?
You don't have to talk at all, Beck.
So I'm not. I'm going to shut up.
Shut the hell up. Play the music and just shut your mouth.
Keep it closed. I know.
But I like your voice when you talk.
It's a little bit monotone.
Tasty.
Okay, here's what I try to keep in mind. You can't put a feather in your hat called macaroni. You can't put on pants and say,
"Oh, magic." Can't say that.
You can't say magic.
Don't ever say magic.
Don't say crystalline.
Crystallized.
And, you know,
just
don't tap into it.
We're saying the same things.
I know.
Say something else.
Everywhere
has its thorn.
The grass is always
so greener.
Yeah. A bird in a hand.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's weird.
I'm so glad I'm here today. Say something else.
Life.
Right.
I've got to work with Michel Gondry twice. That left a pretty big impression. His whole process, though, the way he makes videos, it's like he constructs a puzzle and he has to figure his way out of it. And they're hard to understand until he's filmed it and you see the final edit. But the video, I think, that visually sticks with me is for a song called Devil's Haircut.
Take that.
Music videos are, you know, they're somewhere between a necessary evil and, you know, an excuse to just indulge yourself in whatever kind of visual ideas, any interests. I think for some musicians, it's a way to live out a fantasy. Obviously, you're not making films. It's not a cinematic art. It's something that's ultimately disposable. But in that 3 or 4 minute form, you can indulge yourself. You can just stand there and pretend to sing your song. You can play with animals. You can rise
up.
Rise
up.
You know, it's a form that has formed. There's conventions. There's there's things we expect from videos. There's things we want from videos. There's things we don't want. You know, they're Nickelodeons for a time. You know, they're these snapshots of a musical episode. They're canned. Yeah, I think I'll always come to Japan. Japan's a place that over the years has given me a lot of inspiration, a lot of ideas, a lot of perspectives. I took a lot of influences from folk music. I know that's a wide term. You know, when I was coming of age, it was a derogatory term. But the people I was listening to were everyone from Woody Guthrie and Leadbelly and that whole kind of folk ways tradition. Those artists of that era, all back to the Delta Blues and Country Blues, Carter Family, Mississippi John Hurt, Skip James. You know, I mean, the list goes on and on.